Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, you do look fine.
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road. I'm out to my soul, and tell me the size whenever the...
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another episode of Doctor Who. Absolutely. This is called The Power of the Daleks. This is part 1 and part 2. Yes, I know, it's animation, but thank you guys so much for letting me know that this is a must-see episode. I believe this is also the first episode after the Doctor got regenerated. What? Regenerated, right? Somebody commented down below what the word was. I don't know why every time I go to say the word, my brain goes numb. And I've been saying it for how many episodes of how many seasons of Doctor Who. And all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on recently. I just can't say it. Anyways, you guys know what the point is. So let's get into this. Thank you for so many of the people that actually commented down below. Let me know the episodes in order of either what we have or what is a must-see episode. After the Power of the Daleks, I think we're jumping into season 5, I believe, is what everybody who commented, thank you. But the person that I actually am reading is the first comment that came up. After the Power of the Daleks, it's 6 episodes. They're all animated. The next one, this person is saying that is a must-see, is The Web of Fear. That is 6 episodes. So episode 3 is animated, but 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6 I should be able to have it, right? And then from season 5, it seems like we're jumping into season 6 with one that I must see called The Invasion. 8 episodes, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 8 will be available for me. And episodes 1 and 4 is animation. So that's what it looks like I'll be following. And then from season 6, we go into season 7. And I don't know what's gonna happen there. So thank you once again for this subscriber. I hope you're subscribed. Andrew Roberts 299, shout out to you. But once again, shout out to Stuart Cox, who always, I always see the comments and helps me follow on. And other people who always comment. I always see the same people who do help me with the next episode. So if you're one of those people, or even somebody who comments on my Doctor Who classics, thank you once again. I do read all your comments. I appreciate them, and I love reading your opinions and or your other comments. Thank you guys. You wanna see this in a full reaction? The links are down below. Please click those links, and while you're down there, please hit the like button, share, and don't forget to comment. How many more times am I gonna say comment? Without further ado, let's jump into Doctor Who and find out exactly what the Doctor has got to give. The police box! That's right, this must happen right after. Okay. William Hartnell, it changed. Hey, Doctor. Daddy went from Saturday to Daleks.
It's his hand, look at it.
He's breathing.
Then what are we going to do? We can't just leave the doctor there.
What, him? The doctor?
What he said in the tracking room. Something about this old body of mine is wearing a bit thin. Then whatever happened in here.
But it's impossible.
That was a good beat.
Concentrate on one thing. It's over. It's over.
It's over.
Doctor? Muscles are still a bit tight.
It is the doctor, I know it is. I think.
Doesn't even act like him.
Yeah.
Crusades from Saladin.
Who are we? Don't you know?
Extermination.
The Doctor always wore this, so if you're him, it should fit now, shouldn't it?
See a butterfly fit into a chrysalis case after it spread its wings.
Then you did change.
You've been renewed, have you?
I've been renewed, have I? That's it. The TARDIS. Without it, I couldn't survive.
Come here.
The Doctor kept a diary, didn't he?
Yes.
I thought so.
It's very different, Dr. Ben.
Yeah, maybe. Just where do we stand, though?
What's going to happen to us?
I think we must have landed for some time. I think it's time we went for a stroll.
But you don't know where we've landed!
No, and you haven't checked the oxygen or the temperature or anything.
Temperature 86 mercury deposits. Satisfied, Ben?
He does know, as he said. Ben, didn't you hear him?
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, so he doesn't even need the TARDIS to tell him. You know how cool this must be, like, seeing this the first time ever?
Are you coming, you two?
Time I put you through some tests, I think.
Hello! Why don't they come? I'm from Earth. I'm the examiner.
Somebody just assassinated him.
Earth Examiner. Record every access. Vulcan.
Doctor, where are you?
Oh, and it hot.
Do you think the air's like this everywhere?
Nah, might be just round here. When I was a kid, we used to live opposite a brewery. You could take a walk and get tipsy all in one go. Where is that Doctor or whatever he is got to? What's the matter? Hey, pull it! Hey, Doctor, whatever you are, quick, tell me how to pull it! There you are.
My people have found 2 more of them by one of the pools. This one's got a nasty bruise on the back of his head. The two have had a rather bad dose of fumes. The girl has anyway.
He has a pin on them.
These comic opera guards of yours do have some uses after all. I picked them for their physical fitness. I wonder why Earth has chosen to send an examiner to Vulcan. Just now, I mean. We saw your rocket overshoot the landing area. Most of the ships from Earth do overshoot. I'm Quinn, Deputy Governor. I suppose you Earth people can't wait to examine Lesterson's space capsule.
He's like, what's going on? That kind of looks like the outside of a Dalek, no shade.
Brought in an examiner from Earth and a couple of assistants.
An examiner? What's he here for? Oh, they can't stop me working on it, I'll tell you that.
Could anyone? We still use the old rocket room.
Yes, I suppose so, but
Colin is running down and you know it.
I'm too busy.
But if we ran things, you'd have better facilities, more money.
Don't try to involve me.
Oh!
200 years in a mercury swamp and this piece of metal that dropped from it. Look, rain, damp, heat, mercury. Nothing touches this metal.
I hope the examiner lets you go on with your experiments.
Yeah.
Frankly, I doubt it.
Drama.
You should join our group, Lesterson. You might need us one day.
So the murdered man was the real examiner?
Doctor got this button, though.
No, well, I think he's pretty dull round here. I don't know why we don't just go back to the TARDIS.
Are you going to let them think you're the real examiner? Well, won't that be dangerous?
But why don't you stop blowing that thing? He knows what happened back at the TARDIS, yet will he tell us? Will he come out and say? Will he admit to being the Doctor? Come in!
I trust you're all feeling much better.
I felt worse, Governor.
If Earth had seen fit to warn us you were coming, we've been able to guide you down to the landing area.
The examiner. Why are you here?
To examine.
Move!
Someone's leaked reports about these rebel groups.
There is Lesterson's capsule.
Internal affairs are my business, Bregan. Please don't interfere. It was found in a mercury swamp. It must have been here for centuries. Before the Earth colony arrived, I felt it might be dangerous. It might contain bacteria.
I shall examine the capsule later.
I shall look forward to your report. See that the examiner and his party get some proper clothes, will you?
We are wearing proper clothes.
Oh, how did he get that thing back again?
Doctor, when he was talking to you, you were staring at the other man.
Very rude of me, wasn't it? Terrible manners.
I was studying his reactions, seeing if he agreed with the story. When Bregan found us, he definitely said space capsule.
Regan! All this nonsense about having to have a pass to see the examiner. It's the governor's idea. Surely it doesn't apply to me. Sounded like one of your red tape ideas. It has nothing to do with me.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Janet.
My fault.
You're all right.
Yeah. Is the examiner going to let him open the capsule?
I don't know. I'm on my way there now.
Where did you get this? It dropped from the capsule. Dropped? Yes, but it was being hauled into the laboratory. It could revolutionize space travel. That's why I'm insisting that we open it. Now, my theory is that I can insert a laser ray. The ray spreads, fuses the opening device, and gets us in. Try the other side.
That's not good.
Disappointing. Not really. This is just an entry bay, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, this doesn't get us very far, does it?
Getting into the rest of the capsule will take time.
I think we'll leave it for tonight. Leave it for tonight? Well, what are we coming here for?
Metal is quite alien. Alien. Yes. Very alien.
What's he up to now?
Then we're not going to let him out of our sight.
Was it worth sending for this examiner, this idiotic examiner?
I didn't send for him. I thought you did.
Got enough to do without having to worry about some amateur critic from Earth interfering.
5 minutes.
You heard what I said. I don't mind what you do with him, so long as you keep his nose out of our business.
Yes, all right.
Lesterson, you're gonna die.
Shh, he's in the corridor.
Who is?
The doctor, you clod. Come on. He's going towards Lesterson's lab.
Of course, to the space capsule.
That's right, guys. Tiptoe, tiptoe, left to the right, right to the left. Hold my hands, and then let go. Uh-oh.
Come in and meet the Daleks. The Daleks.
The Daleks.
Two pieces of metal are identical. The doctor got one of them from the Daleks himself. I knew I should find them here. I knew it.
100 years of a swamp and you wouldn't look very lively either. Nothing could live through that, could it?
But there were 3 Daleks in here. What's happened to the other one?
Ew! That's that octopus thing.
Oh, it's outside. Did you see it? Quickly, men, quickly.
What was it? Can you answer me?
It was a sort of disembodied hand, a sort of claw. It was horrible.
No, there's nothing.
Right, there were 3 Daleks.
There were 3. Who moved it?
Don't ask me.
Lesterson, send that moved it. Let's go faster.
Excellent. Good thinking, good thinking.
He's been experimenting on the Daleks, huh?
You mean these things just need power?
No. What does that suggest to you? Haven't thought about it. That all is not well with this colony.
One Dalek?
Yes. All that is needed to wipe out this entire colony.
Examiner.
Yeah.
Regan, did you ever knock before you enter a room? I'm sorry if I disturbed you. You'll probably want to start snooping under the bed, so I'll leave you to it. One moment. The governor gave express instructions that you were not to contact the examiner. I find you here. Before you go, don't ever try to block my way again. Guard! The examiner is missing. He must be found immediately.
They're that dangerous. What are you going to do about it?
Save my breath. Lesterson, listen. Lesterson, listen. Exercises the tongue. Try it. Lesterson, listen.
Listen.
What do you think you're doing in here? Who gave you permission? Read this. Accord every access. Exactly. It doesn't say, except your laboratory anywhere, does it?
You were astounded?
Yes.
Amazed?
Yes?
You didn't even give them a glance because you'd been in there and seen them. The inner compartment containing 3 Daleks. You took one of them away and you hid it.
Opened an inner compartment in the capsule and Lesterson had already been in there.
I don't deny that. Lumps of metal. Quite inactive.
That's what you think, mate. If you'd seen...
My duty as a scientist to examine and investigate these objects.
These lumps of metal, Daleks, I want them broken up or melted down. Up or down, I don't care which. I'm an Earth examiner. I demand it.
You're exceeding your authority.
I wish to see him immediately.
That might be difficult.
But not impossible. Ben, Polly.
I think they're all working together. All of them.
You go and get Jandy and then come back here. We haven't got any time to waste. Now go on, man, quickly. There must be some way to bring you back to life. And I'm
going to find it. There's a bomb under this floor. You asked my permission before you ripped up the floorboards. Fruit.
Examiner. But I'd advise a little discretion in your investigation. Minor acts of sabotage, rebel cliques, secret newspapers, nothing important, you understand. I've no doubt he'll tell you all about it himself when I arrange your meeting with him.
Well, when will that be?
I'll find out if he can see you before he goes.
Thank you.
Things like this that make it difficult to believe that you're the doctor. The other one. I mean the proper one. You, my old China, are an out-and-out phony.
China. Yes. Met Marco Polo.
No, not China. Mate, friend.
Yes, Marco Polo, a friend. I believe he was.
Don't listen to him.
What? Like a listening?
Well, a touch of the bug.
Someone's been listening to what we were saying.
Yeah, so that's why you were messing about and talking nonsense.
I talk nonsense. Well, hardly never.
Yeah, I bet old Charlie Bragan did it.
Charlie?
Well, Fred wouldn't sue, would it?
His own idea. I mean, he could have been under orders.
From the governor. I don't know.
The only clue we've got to the murder of the examiner, the real examiner.
And who asked for him to come?
Well, Lesterson's crackers about that capsule he wouldn't want anyone nosing about.
Bragan said the governor's been having trouble.
Nah, rule him out. Governor's all the same. Oh, well, I vote we go back to the TARDIS. I've had enough of this dump.
Have you? What about the Daleks?
Well, they're dead.
Well, what about that thing we saw in the capsule?
Can't explain that.
I can.
What's he want to muck about with him for? Leave well alone, that's what I say.
No progress on this planet with people like you around.
We're doing all right as we are. The governor knows all about you rebels. He smashes the lot of you when he's ready. This is a scientific laboratory. Kindly keep your politics out of it. Got to get this working before the examiner stops us.
Daleks. I know the misery they cause, but there's something else more terrible. Something I can only half remember.
Where is the governor? What did he say?
He sends his apologies, Examiner. He hopes to see you first thing in the morning.
Well, he might not wait that long, chap.
Once his door is closed, no one, not even you, Examiner, is allowed into his room.
I shall radio Earth. Governor or not, hence we'll have to listen to them. It's funny. I could have sworn.
You don't want to do that.
Nothing wrong here.
Well, let's see. Number 1 attachment with sucker stick responding. Sucker stick acts like some kind of a hand. Cannot think what this short, stubby arm is for. Now, there must be some kind of directing influence. If only we could open it up. Perhaps the power is leaking away somewhere. We'll try again.
It's alive.
It was actually, I saw it. He has intelligence nets. Now get on with your work, man.
You're dead. Quinn.
I know you're there.
Examiner, I've been trying to talk to you ever since you got here. What's happening here?
I found the operator unconscious.
And so did I. Picked them up. What is all this?
The cables have been cut.
What? It's our own communications. We're cut off from Earth as well. The only people that will want to do that are the rebels.
Attacked just after I landed. This is a small souvenir I collected.
I suggest that you were sabotaging the communications.
That's a lie.
Having first attacked one of the engineers. Hardly let you run around loose after this, could I?
Ooh.
All right, guards. I warn you, Bragan.
Somebody set him up.
All right, you win this round, Bragan. We'll see what it looks like in front of the governor.
I've redirected power. This time working up to 4.68. Connecting now. Seems to be interested in you, Fresno.
It's watching me, Lesterson, weighing me up. I can sense it.
Don't be a fool. Every reaction. Now get on with your work, man.
It's all right, he isn't dead.
What happened?
Knocked out by the shockwave.
Oh, he's not dead?
But we've got to defend Quinn.
Yeah, I know. He's innocent until he's proved guilty. I had a headmaster once who got nicked for not paying his bus fare. He's the deputy governor, right? Maybe he wants to be governor. Fucking his eyebrows
Look,
either.
there are some people you know are all right. You just know by looking at them.
Hello, Jenny.
Time?
Yes, I feel quite excited.
So you should. It's a wonderful achievement.
Yes. Who knows what this Dalek may do?
No one must find out about this accident. It might give the examiner just the excuse they want.
Yes. Let's go and surprise them.
I'm sorry I couldn't see you earlier, Examiner. Please sit down. I don't like this any more than you do. What have you been up to? What about Bragan's report, then? These are facts, Quinn. Now, what have you got to say about it?
We have a button from your jacket found in the examiner's hand.
You seem to be in two minds.
Yeah, and two bodies.
What do you call them? I call them what they are. Daleks. Say they could be a motive for destroying our communications.
I do. Governor, I've just completed an experiment which could revolutionize the whole colony.
What have you done?
I'll show you. Gently.
Recognize a doctor.
Stupid fools.
You're scared.
A Dalek knows who you are. It is capable of storing it. Moreover, it responds to orders. Move that chair. Stop!
It will end the colony's problems because it will end the colony.
Gently. Did you hear it? It could actually talk.
The thing it does most efficiently is exterminate human beings. Destroys them without mercy, without conscience.
Well. So although that this episode was animation, I was loving it. I actually loved it because it's a different feel, it's a different look, it's a different Doctor. This Doctor's personality is bubbly, it's fun, it's weird, it's all over the place, it likes to play a flute or whatever that is. I just really am fascinated by watching the second ever Doctor. And this is the first time ever for me to change from one Doctor to the other. Seeing the process and everything that I don't know, first off, let me backtrack a little bit. I think it's actually quite genius that whoever thought about doing this, where you could change the Doctor, keep the show, and keep all these other characters going, I think that's genius of itself. Then to have the Doctor have his own different personality or the remembering of everything else. It also is very interesting that the Doctor kind of was giving me, when he was talking about, like, oh, I remember something about Daleks, and he's like, I think he said he can't remember what it was or something like that. But I feel like I don't know if this is where we start having the time. I think you guys told me many times about the Time War, the Time War it is, where the Daleks versus the Time Lords. And I don't know if he's talking about that or we're not even thinking about that as yet. Is this when the Doctor starts becoming the Doctor from Gallifrey, or are we also not there yet? I'm also wondering how many episodes, is he in only 3 seasons, this Doctor? Well, don't tell me that. I kind of want to be surprised, like when we change Doctor to Doctor. This story was actually very strong. Lester, I believe that's his name, or whatever his name is, starts with an L, was reminding me of Davros. And the only thing I kept thinking about was, like, is this Davros? Or Davros? But I believe that character was always in a wheelchair until very recently in New Who, where they had him walking around before he was in a wheelchair and looking disfigured. So obviously it's not him. And as we kept going on in the second episode, him not really knowing anything about the Daleks at all, I was like, okay, yeah, that's not him. This is just a scientist who doesn't listen. Overall, even back at this time, it shows that humanity is stupid. Our characteristic of curiosity is what is going to doom us all. We're always curious what's deep below in the sea. What's over here? Can we clone dinosaurs? Like, let's keep going into the galaxy. Far, far, far away. What's out there? Like, our curiosity, although I'm actually kind of curious myself, what's in the depths of the sea or what's out in space. I feel like that's definitely going to, or even how to make technology even smarter and like us dumber. And we're losing our basic communication skills because we're so into our phones. We don't really read, or if we do read, who really reads? Who goes to the library? Who has a library card? And things like this. Who does auto books or those autos, whatever they're called? I know there are people out there, but not that many. And that's the problem. We're always expanding, but we're expanding our minds of curiosity, but not expanding our minds of brilliance, of smartness, intelligence. And that's going to be the death of us, I swear. I know it. I know it. I see it happening. But back to the show. But so the Daleks in here are actually, is this the first time that we've seen the Daleks act like they're dumb or they don't know what's going on, and they completely know what's going on? They're just doing whatever they can in that moment to become even more dangerous as the episode goes on, if you guys know what I mean. I know they do that a lot in New Who, but I'm fascinated. And what a way to go from the Cybermen into the Daleks. But also, as I start the show again, the Daleks, I think, for the Doctor, for this new Doctor, this new experiment of them doing this, where they're trying to continue on this show, they would have to bring back the Daleks, which was such a big hit in the first era of the first Doctor. So to bring this type of villain in the first ever show with the second Doctor was just brilliance, because now people are captivated. They're like, oh, this is our favorite villain. Now a new Doctor, and this Doctor which is literally serving, y'all. He is serving. For me to be so into his animation alone, I'm like, yeah, you're freaking amazing. So it's a refresh. To get away from William Hartnell, or the William Hartnell, we have to give him his roses at all times. He did excellent. And now we're here with this Doctor. I hope that I have more episodes of this particular Doctor besides what I what I just read in the intro. No, I won't be watching a lot more animation, just so everybody knows. I know somebody typed before and was like, you're not gonna be watching all the animations. We are never gonna get through to this, through the Classic Who. We will never get to the color version of Classic Who if we do all animation. And I also know myself, as I stated many times before, the animation generally, I don't give reactions, but this was super interesting and I really loved it. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Comment down below, check out all my other reactions while you're here, and until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right.
Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes, I do it for the people. I'm Peter Parker running through the six with a bag full of